occasion here. I get to call on Mike again. It's time to pass the iron butt. No. It's the passing of the Iron Butt Award. That sounds better?
It's the passing of the butt.
Passing of the butt. This year's
passing
owner of the Iron Butt is Mike Griswold. What we're going to change about this now, Mike is going to come up and now make a presentation and explain who the new recipient is of the Iron Butt Award. Mike Griswold, Iron Butt.
I'm so excited. I don't know if anybody, the people have been around and seen this beauty. I wrote a little speech, and unfortunately, I brought it. And if my voice holds out. Anyhow, last year, would you like to see this?
Yeah. What a bug.
No need to make an ass of yourself.
Last year I was presented this because of my persistence in keeping riding, and then we'd go on a group ride, and as you said, the next day I'm going, who wants to ride again? So let's go on a ride. That was last year. This year I've done over 25,000 miles this week, riding on.
This week?
This week. This week. It's been a hard week too. No, as of this year I've done 25,000 miles on 2 different bikes. So if it was just a matter of mileage, I'd probably take it back home again. But this doesn't mean mileage. But before I name the successor to the butt, I'd like to note a few notables here. We got Cajun. Cajun, he used to work at Power Sports, doesn't work there anymore. Part of the reason we know that he gave that up is for the love of this club and the love of the ride. He's led a few rides this year. We don't know where he was going. But what he does good and he does natural is he's the best tail gunner we've ever seen. And so, there's a notable there. Scott and April. Where you guys at? Right here. Tassels. They did a hot ride down in the Florida Keys, and I mean a hot ride. They rode this thing, what month was that? July. It was hot. They went all the way down there. They fought alligators on the way back. Took close to 2,000 miles.
1,900 miles.
Yep, well, it wasn't 2,000, sorry. But they ended up wearing out a bike and buying another one because of it. Ken and Debbie, you guys rode to Indiana, didn't you? And I think Debbie decided Ken was having so much fun, so now she is too. She's got her own bike. Little Mike, Army Mike Graves, kind of like a quest for fire. He jumped on your V Steed, drove straight to Oklahoma. 16 hours? 16 hours, 1,100 miles. Only gas stops only. Ate 5 pounds of beef jerky along the way. That's all he ate. But he's kind of lost some qualification because he fell asleep the whole way. I woke him up when he got there. Kurt, you crossed the country. You and Sue took 4 days to go up to, was it Buffalo? Did you get to Canada?
Yes? No, we didn't cross.
We didn't cross over.
Should have.
We didn't have our passports.
You made a lot of good club rides, you noted that. Then you guys turn around and in 4 days go all the way back to the Florida Keys and back for Thanksgiving while we're sitting around eating turkey, and they're just traveling the whole time. These are all great driving feats, or great feats, great endurance, but it's kind of a mileage mask myself. I know that riding, or we'll call it driving because you're driving. It's not a labor, it is a love, because we just do it natural, it comes to us. Controlling the throttle, steering the curves, gearing up and down, braking for animals large and small, which I've done that a lot. Again, it's an addiction, it's not a labor. Many of us have partners, passengers, who often jump on the back and share a group ride. Maybe like April, they share a journey. The iron butt doesn't really have to go to the person turning the throttle though. So this year I'd like to pass the butt by acknowledging someone who's done more backseat driving than anyone I know. Sue. shared at Kurt's backside. From Buffalo, Niagara Falls to the Keys in sickness and in health. You did it on a Honda Shadow, and then in '07 you've done it same thing in style on a Valkyrie. You've taken more backseat miles than most have ridden alone. So you've now been bestowed the honor of the Iron Butt. As I understand, has this been in your house before?
It has been in our house before.
Yes,
Very
and
first
Kurt
year
won
we
it once.
joined.
But so now you got to find a place for it. It
This
can't.
is so nice. I'm so.
But this is different. It's not always the rider. The passenger. And Sue has. We all know that Sue's always been on back there and just enjoying every bit. She doesn't read a book. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But she enjoys the view. So that's all here for Sue Pratt for this year's Iron Butt.
See, you got an iron butt and didn't have to do a single squat for it.
God knows.
Jeez. I used to tell people we make our living by iron and steel. She irons and I steel. Okay.